Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Estefan82, and in honor of All Hallows Eve, and also this being the evening of my 1000th video, I have decided that I would do a rather dramatic, or perhaps melodramatic, reading of a classic of horror literature. This is, as some of you know, I am from Baltimore, Maryland, just the home of Edgar Allan Poe, or at least we like to believe it. He lived other places, though of course we have the Poe Museum and etc., etc. So, in honor of that, I have myself a rather nice top hat, an actual very nice tailcoat, which you can't see, and I won't stand up and show you because my shirt tails are untucked, and that would be ungentlemanly. And I have the inappropriate tie for this outfit as well, because it's a string tie, and you're not supposed to wear those. You're actually supposed to wear bow ties. I also have sunglasses, and it's dark as hell in here, and I can't see a thing. So, we're going to remove these. I have a nice dramatic reading pipe, because you need one when you do a dramatic reading. So, we're going to enjoy The Raven, I hope. Expect a lot of mistakes. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over a many quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Ah, distinctly I remember. It was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my book surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door." Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is and nothing more. Presently, my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortals had ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, Lenore. This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word Lenore. Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard the tapping something louder than before. "Surely," I said, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped the saintly raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not 1 minute stopped nor stayed he, but the mien of lord, or with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door. Perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. Perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad face into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore, "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou," I said, "art shorn, O craven, ghastly, grim, and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marvelled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answers little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door. Bird or beast upon the sculpted bust above his chamber door, with such a name as Nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on that placid bust of Pallas, that one word as if his soul in that one word he did outpour, nothing farther than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said, Nevermore. Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, doubtless, I said, what it utters is only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, who unmerciful disaster caught from some followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore, of never, nevermore. But the raven, still beguiling all my sad soul into smiling, straight I wheeled the cushioned seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to thinking, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, ominous bird of yore meant by croaking nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my hand at ease reclining, on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er, but whose velvet violet lining with the lamplight glowing o'er, she shall pass, nevermore. Then, methought, the air grew denser, perfumed by some unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God has let thee, by the angels he hath sent thee, respite, and nepenthe from the memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff this kind nepenthe, and forget the lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Prophet, I said, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether temper sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land unchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there balm or Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Prophet, I said, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by the heaven that bends above us, by the God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aidenn it shall clasp a sainted maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked upstarting, get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as token of thy lie thy soul has spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on that pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadows on the floor. And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. Anyway. That was one of... It's not my favorite poem by Edgar Allan Poe, but it's a classic. I mean, it really is. That's the longer version. Most of the time you'll hear the short version, which, Simpsons Halloween Special Treehouse of Horror. My actual favorite one, if you ever feel like looking it up, is Annabelle Lee. It is very sad, and I would not be able to read that without actually, tearing up, as I almost did at the end of The Raven. I'm a bit of a sucker for sad stories and romances. You probably might have figured out. But that's my little gift for Halloween and 1000th video. I know it wasn't very good, but I hope you all at least got amusement out of it. So, till, I don't know, video 2000. Take care, guys, and it was fun talking to you.